Your kindness is a trap. You think kindness is a virtue. You think generosity builds trust. You think empathy is strength. You have been conditioned to be weak. Your kindness isn't earning you respect. It's painting a target on your back. Your generosity isn't building loyalty. It's training people to see you as a resource. Your empathy isn't connecting you to others. It's handing them the emotional keys to your kingdom. Machiavelli didn't write about compassion. He wrote about controlled benevolence. The Stoics didn't preach empathy. They preached rational detachment. You have mistaken morality for strategy, and it is making you predictable, pliable, and prey. Every time you say yes to avoid conflict, you teach them your no has no teeth. Every time you prioritize harmony over truth, you announce that your principles are negotiable. Every time you absorb someone else's emotional chaos to keep the peace, you leak your sovereignty like a slow bleed. Your kindness is not a bridge. It's a drawbridge you've left down, inviting the invasion. It's time to weaponize your compassion. It's time to practice strategic ruthlessness. If you're ready to stop being a sanctuary and start being a fortress, let's begin. Principle 1. The economy of empathy. Empathy is not infinite, it is currency. And you are spending it on emotional beggars who will never repay you. You have been giving your emotional energy away like pamphlet on a street corner, freely, desperately, to anyone who makes eye contact. This doesn't make you compassionate. It makes you an open vault in a city of thieves. The practice of emotional austerity. Audit your emotional expenditures. For 1 week, track every conversation where you absorb someone else's negativity. Every time you soothe a grown adult's manufactured crises, every moment you sacrifice your focus to manage another person's chaos. This is your empathy budget, and you are bankrupting yourself. Introduce emotional ROI. Before engaging in any emotionally draining interaction, ask, what is the return on this investment? Will this person reciprocate? Will this stabilize a strategic alliance? Will this prevent a genuine crisis? If the answer is not a clear strategic yes, you do not invest. You politely disengage. I don't have the capacity to hold that right now as a complete sentence. Become a selective sanctuary. Your emotional space is not a public park, it is a private garden. Access is granted by invitation only to those who have demonstrated their worth and reciprocated your energy. For everyone else, you're closed for renovation, permanently. Your empathy must become a privilege, not a public utility. When it is rare, it becomes valuable. When it is valuable, it commands respect. Principle 2. The calculated consequence. You have confused forgiveness with permission. You forgive, they repeat. You understand, they exploit. You've removed the consequences for bad behavior, and you wonder why it continues. Forgiveness without consequence is strategic suicide. It is the act of disarming yourself while the enemy reloads. Engineering the punitive lesson. Let the first offense slide, never the second. The first time is data. The second time is a test. They are checking to see if your boundaries are real. The second offense must meet an immediate, logical, and disproportionate consequence. A colleague misses a deadline once, a conversation twice. You formally remove them from the project loop and inform leadership. The consequence isn't emotional, it's structural. Make the consequence inevitable, not emotional. Do not scream, do not guilt trip, do not explain with passion. Simply allow the natural, logical outcome of their actions to unfold and do not shield them from it. They are chronically late. Start the meeting without them. they deliver subpar work. Present it to the client as their section, unedited. You are not punishing. You are ceasing to interfere with the universe's curriculum. Master the art of the silent removal. The ultimate consequence is absence. When someone proves themselves a net negative, a drain on your energy, a risk to your peace, a leak in your focus, you do not argue, accuse, or announce. You silently, systematically, and permanently remove them from your life's operating system. No drama, no last word. Just the silent, chilling finality of a door closing that will never open again. Your compassion must have a claw, a retractable one. Hidden but always there. They must know that your kindness is a choice, not a compulsion. And choices can be revoked. Principle 3. The sovereign nitrogen monoxide. Your yes is worthless because your no is costless. You say no with apologies, with explanations, with softening phrases that beg for understanding. You have made refusal an act of negotiation. A sovereign's no is a geopolitical border. It is not debated, it is defended. The architecture of the absolute negative. No is a one-word sentence. Do not follow it with "because I'm sorry" or "it's just that." No is a complete statement. The silence that follows is where your power crystallizes. Let them wrestle with the void where your justification should be. The preemptive boundary. Do not wait for the ask. Set the terms of engagement before a request is made. Just to align expectations, I don't take meetings on Fridays. My policy is to not discuss projects outside of scheduled hours. You're not being difficult. You're publishing your constitution. The no that builds your legend. Once per quarter, refuse something significant, publicly and calmly, that everyone expects you to accept. A major project that is misaligned with your goals. A social obligation that would cost you a critical weekend of deep work. Do not explain the strategic reason. Simply say, I won't be able to participate. This one act does the work of 1,000 small refusals. It teaches the world that your yes is earned, not expected. Your no is the foundation upon which your sovereign yes is built. Without it, your agreements are just surrender with better branding. The strategic realignment. When you master strategic ruthlessness, you do not become cruel. You become clear. People will no longer see a warm, fuzzy target for their emotional dumping. They will see a calm, impenetrable, monolithic figure who can be kind but cannot be used. Who can be generous but only on their own terms. Who can understand but will not enable. You will trade the cheap, addictive warmth of universal approval for the cold, clean power of sovereign choice. Your kindness will no longer be a leak, it will be a lever, and you will be the only one who decides what it moves. Stop apologizing for your strength. Start weaponizing your compassion. The trap is set, and you are no longer the bait.